The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the May 27th, the terrific Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to send me an email, send it off early, and send it to steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. Of course, if you're inside our Tiger's Den, and you should be, any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Great to be back with you after a nice vacation. It's a vacation that I need a vacation from. So just catching up on all my sleep. It was we were on the go nonstop. But right now, you've got the markets that are on the go. Each of the U.S. indices that we track, they're trading to the upside. You got the Dow up 493 points, S&P's up 90. NASDAQ 100, 399, Russell 37, 265 for the transports, 148 for the semis. NASDAQ Composite up 364, New York Stock Exchange 234 points. The upside, gold's off $64, silver is down 39 cents. Luxury crude is off 88 pennies. Natural gas down 3 cents. Copper's off 7 pennies. Let's start by taking a look at the daily equity future contracts out here. So we'll move over to the four horsemen out here, the ES and the left-hand side, the NQ, the Dow, and the Russell 2000. So ESNQ did not form TD9 count tops before I took off for vacation. Looked like that might be something that was unfolding. That did not come to fruition. It did inside of the Dow equity future contract. So of the four equity future contracts, the only one that has a topping pattern or signal is the YM. And that Dow equity future contract, it did take price back to support, which was the bottom of its profile. We closed just below that on Friday, more than just below it. We're back above it today. That's after a 4-bar move to the downside in bull markets. That's basically the extent of move. Typically, it's about two days to the downside, but you can go anywhere between 2 and 4, and Friday was day number 4. We ought to get at least a 2-day rally, maybe something more than that. It was only 1 day to the downside inside of the NQ out there. It is in a bullish structured profile, and as long as price closes above 21,217, it should take another run for its high, and that's at the high of the profile. That is at 21,544. If we take a look at the ES Mini, the ES Mini is trading into a sell zone, so its profile is opposite of the NQ, and the sell zone is between this, where you got to put on your seatbelts for the ES 59.15 to 59.67. Now, the Dow equity future contract has got some resistance at 42,326. If price can close above that, we ought to see a run for its TD9 count top, or at least the top of its profile at 42,716. In the case of the Russell 2000, what price did basically on Friday is got back towards, not exactly to the tick, but it got back towards its TD9 count break at level 1977.40. We're now trading above its green oscillator and change line. We're trading back inside its profile. Now, this is a bullish structured profile. Price was below the bullish structure profile for more than 2 consecutive sessions. If this is only a counter trend move inside the Russell 2000, then where price would find resistance between where it's trading now at 2074 and 2090. That's the bottom and the top and the center of that bullish structured profile. A close above 2090 would then say this is more than a counter trend rally, and that price should make its way to the 2123 level out there. So what's this look like if we repeat out here? You got the ES Mini running into a potential resistance zone shortly. You got the NQ that says it wants to make a rally up to 21,544. The Dow we're uncertain of at this stage, but 42,326 is its battle, and the battle for the Russell 2000 2090 out there. If we go from the daily equity future contracts and try to dig down into what's going on intraday, we can begin here. Take a look at the NQ. On the NQ, it did have a TD9 count top that formed late last night. Let me get my cursor out here. Sorry about that. There we go. That TD9 count top came in at, come on, geez Louise. A little slow here. Not like Steve, though. I am tired, but I'm not slow. But geez, okay, so it came in at 4 o'clock this morning. Price pulled all the way back to its breakout level, closed just below it for 1 10-minute bar at 940. We're back above that level right now. You've got a resistance level of 21,389. The point here is that we do not have any kind of a topping pattern on any of these intraday charts out there. So there is absolutely no reason with regard to the NQ, other than some profile resistance areas, that price should make a run towards the 21,544 level out there. If we open up the ES mini charts up here, let's see how long these take to populate. Hopefully not too long. Again, the ES Mini on the daily time frame, we know it's running in towards that sell zone. The 10-minute chart also had a TD9 count top. The question is, has that been taken out? And the answer is, has not. This is for the 10-minute time frame. So the number to be watching here intraday is going to be 5904.50. If by any chance on a 10-minute basis price closes above that level, then it negates any kind of top that I see out here, and price should continue to rally further. Again, on that daily time frame, you're trading into a sell zone here shortly, and so it's going to be a little bit of a rough ride. Let's go take that Dow equity future contract, see what it is communicating to you and I. And again, it's got that TD9 count top price back inside its profile on a 10-minute basis. Just seeing out here, did this have a TD9? No, this did not have a TD9 count topping pattern out there. So just waiting for this to populate. It's a 30-minute time frame chart for the Dow Equity Future contract that's got that topping pattern, that TD9 count top, and therefore it's going to require a close above 42,280. That's going to be your key resistance level. It's going to require a close above 42,280 on a 30-minute bar to suggest that the rally wants to really continue out there. Right now, when we look at the 30-minute time frame, price is trading with inside a profile. That profile has resistance at the 42,231 level, supported 42,010. Before we go to the break, let's see if we can populate these charts here with Russell 2000. Just give you a quick tour there as to what's going on. Russell 2000 really looking quite strong out there. The IWM, Russell 2000. Here, if we take a look at the Russell 2000, again, it's trading into that bullish structured profile. So in the case of the Russell, what you're really looking for is whether or not price can close above 2090. If it does, it tells you that the rally is more than a counter trend move. When I look for the intraday charts out here, I do not see any kind of topping signals. So what should the Russell do? It should go target the center of that profile. Again, that number 2090, and above that, we're headed to 2123.40. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Great to be with you. Had a wonderful vacation. One of the highlights of that vacation, as there were many, was Friday evening when I was able to get together for dinner with Brent and his wife, Brent from Martinez, California. Super guy that we've only spoken on the air, so to speak. So this was the first time meeting out there, and just a wonderful family, and just really a great time. And I had some great experiences out there. Really wonderful experiences. Finally finished playing now all the courses at the in the Monterey Peninsula out there. Was able to play Monterey Peninsula Country Club a couple of times, and that's an amazing, of all the courses out there, and I'm referring to even Cypress Point, I now prefer the Monterey Peninsula Country Club. That is the fairways there, it's like playing a PGA golf course, and I mean everything. So really, just A&N. How about going out to Yosemite? That was certainly wonderful. So I could speak about my trip out there. For quite some time, but I won't. What we're going to do here is we're going to start getting into a couple of requests. We only have 4 so far, and would love to get many, many more from you. So feel free to send me an email, steve@tfnn.com, like LB did out here, or any pings inside the Tiger's Den. Those would be great as well. So the first request coming in from a dude who wants to take a look at ticker symbol ATRO. Now, ATRO, dude, I hope you're in this position, looking really good today. It appears that it's going to take out a TD9 count top that formed back here on May the 20th. And all that requires today is a close above 31.15. We're trading at 31.48 right now. The weekly time frame chart confirmed a A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. It did that the week of May 2nd when it passed the B point. That had volume. The B point had volume of 3.5 million shares. It was passed and closed above with 4.4 million shares. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD target gets you up to the 32-ish area out there. But if we do notice that the The price is trading along the strong side of the C to D leg. That means the left side of that C to D leg out there. Use the exact same line angle at the A to B as you do for the C to D. If you don't do that, then you're really kind of messing yourself up here. This should do more than a 1-to-1. Don't worry, I'll finally get to it. So it looks like the price target ought to be 34.71. That's the weekly TD9 count. That's a monthly TD9 count breakdown resistance level. Now, on a weekly basis, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, 2, 4, 5, 6 weeks. This could be 6 weeks to the upside. So at some point here, you're going to get some type of retracement or pullback. We did that on the TD9 count for the daily time frame. It was really primarily just a sideways move. Price never closed below the regained oscillator and change line. So daily is strong, weekly is strong, monthly is strong. Stay long, dude, if you are an ATRO. Duncan Steve wants to take a look at the SOXX out here. So let's go take a look at it. This had pulled back on Friday to test support, which was the bottom of its profile. This formed a TD9 count top. It found support at the bottom of their profile, 200.49. Price right now is trading back above its green oscillator and change line. Very likely going to go target profile resistance. That's up at the 216.70 level. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, now the weekly time frame chart, and this is where it starts to get a little bit iffy out here. On Friday, what price actually did was it confirmed a sell the D point top. There was a bear sash candle that formed as we ended the week last week. So what does that suggest? That suggests that price should pull back towards 194.29. That is the oscillator and change line. Price is back inside its profile. So the level to be watching here right now is the top of that profile, 209.93. If price begins trading above 209.93, Duncan, then we ought to see a run towards the 216.70 level. That's that TD9 count top and top of its daily profile out there. If price were to take that out, then we would be looking at a move to 233.44. So the weekly is the chart that is the week one out here. Last week was only week number one to the downside after a 4-bar move to the upside. So odds would favor that we should see a 2-bar move to the downside. That's not the signal that we have as we speak right now, with price being back inside that bullish structured profile. And as long as price remains above the center of that profile out here, the center of that profile and its oscillator and change line at about the same level, the oscillator and change line 206.50, the center 206.97. As long as price remains above that, we should see a push towards that 216.70 level. That's after 7 consecutive days to the downside inside the semis out there. The monthly chart is fine. The monthly chart will likely form a TD9 count bottom pattern at the end of this month out here. All that it needs is a close below 218.13, and we've got the 31st of May coming in. When is that? That's going to be on Saturday, so Friday. As long as price closes below that level I just gave to you on Friday, you'll have a monthly TD9 count bottom pattern, and that's what I've got with regard to the SOXX. Hope that helps you out. You also wanted to take a look at Broadcom out here. So let's go take a look at AVGO. Let's pull up those charts. And AVGO right now is trading at 233.95. It is got a Rhodes momentum indicator top. That was courtesy of that daily bearish shooting star candle that went ahead and formed on the trade day of May 21st. So even though you got profile resistance at 235.28, Duncan, what you need to see here is a close above 236.50 to negate that signal. But even if you get that, you've got TD9 count breakdown resistance on the weekly chart at 237.89. So 237.80, you got 235.28 is resistance, 237.89 is resistance. If you close above that, we're off to its all-time highs out there. Those all-time highs taking us back towards the 251.88 level. We've got the monthly chart, by the way, is all out bullish. It's in a bullish breakout mode. The weekly, as you can see, has got that TD9 count breakdown resistance level. So that's what we see when we take a look at Broadcom. Thanks so much for those 2 requests. We will take many more because I've got just one more, and then I see BBAI. Thank you for that, Dan. So LB writes in, wants to take a look at SMR. I'm going to go ahead and put that on this set of charts out here. This doesn't show our daily dance steps, the cadence, the tempo of the market, which I love to take a look at with you. It just takes a little bit longer to populate. But here we take a look at SMR. Daily time frame, I don't see any kind of a topping pattern or signal out there. That wants to rally further. The weekly is trading above all-time highs. That was the swing point. Now that's doing it right now as we speak this week. So close this week above 32.30 will be an all-out bullish signal out there and suggest a continued move higher. There is a Rhodes momentum indicator signal present. That requires a bearish reversal candle to confirm a top. Short of that, price should rally. And that's really what the daily chart is telling us, that it should continue to rally as well. On Friday, if price is able to close above the high from November of 2024, that's its TD9 count top. That's at 32.30. We're trading at 33.03. Then SMR will have negated that signal, and you will be in bullish breakout mode for daily, weekly, and monthly. If you are long SMR, you should stay long Stephen Rhodes out there. All right, so that's that. And that's you were wondering long term. So I know you're a long term holder, LB. Like short term, it's looking mighty fine out there as well. So best of luck to you on that. We got a request out here for Dan to take a BBAI. So let's go see what that. Actually, we'll do that as we come back from the break. And that means I'll go ahead and populate that other set of charts out there. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, reversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are April 11th and 25th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. So our next request coming in from Dan, who wants to take a look at BBAI. His question is, how high is it going? Well, Dan knows that right now, it appears that we're going to go ahead and confirm a daily daily A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. The B point, swing point that is passing is from the trading session of May 14th. The volume out there was 120 million shares. In 2 hours of trading, this has done 86 million shares. So it's got the volume. Day's end out there. Its initial price target is 550 or so, right around there. I would say more likely than not, what price will do is make a run for 585. Dan, 585 is the top of the weekly profile. This is a bullish structured profile. So if on Friday price closed above 435, which it likely will do because of the daily A to B equals CD pattern that is being set up. It's only day number 1 to the upside out there. Would only be week number 1 to the upside out there. So I would say the range is somewhere between 577 to 585, where you're going to run into some real resistance. Now, if price can close above 585, you'll be above the weekly and the monthly profile resistance level, and then it should continue to move even higher out there. So BBAI is confirming an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside as we speak today. Initial price target around 550, but more likely to go target 577 to 585 out there. That's where I believe it's headed. Hope that helps you out. As always, thanks for your requests. Jambalaya wants to take a look at ticker symbol HOLO. So let's go put that up on our screen out here. HOLO trading out at about 607. It's inside its daily profile. So let me pull this back just a tad on the daily time frame. The daily time frame does not have a bottom pattern. You just have price trading inside its profile. Your support is at 573. Your resistance at 719. Whichever side breaks would likely take us to either higher or lower prices. I said it didn't have a bottom. That doesn't mean that it can't rally. In fact, if it closed above 719, you would likely see a move to 844. If it closes below Friday's low out there, it just simply heads lower out here. So I don't know what this is. If this was a reverse IPO, this is just it's a weird chart for me. I can't really get much in the way of data other than off of that daily time frame out there. So Jambalaya, I wish I could provide you with more information. I just can't. So I just the way that this chart pattern is. I just can't. So that's what I've got for you on HOLO. Hope that helps you out. As always, thanks for your request. GTE writes in, and GTE would like to take an XPEV. So XPEV out here on Thursday of last week, this triggered a sell the D point top. It did it when it generated that bear sash candle out there. Now what we have is prices back inside its profile, potentially. It gapped down inside that profile this morning. It's trying to get back above it. In order to do that, it needs to close the day above 1946. We're at 1950. If price remains below 1946 out here, then what you're likely to see is a further retracement, with the next price target being the range of 1669 to 1780. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, you will see a TD9 count top. So you got a weekly TD9 count top, a daily sell the D point top. The weekly chart is suggesting that price could pull back towards 1597. That would be the bottom of its profile. And on a monthly time frame, I don't have any real significant signals out here. Prices trade above profile resistance. So that is a bullish signal, but it's really going to be the daily and the weekly, both which have tops that will point to your next direction. So watch the daily profile. That is, I believe, at that 1946 level. Let me just make sure that's where basically we're trading right now. 1946. That's the key area for you to watch out there. GTE, thank you for your request. Next request coming in from, did I scale Half Dome? I did not scale Half Dome, but we most certainly saw hikers that were up there. We saw one set of hikers that were sleeping on the rock out there. I met someone that also did not climb Half Dome, but his brother did. and really cool. His brother also had to sleep on the stone out there, which would be pretty wild. So it's pretty amazing. You know, it was, I suppose as I left Yosemite, and it was my first visit there. It will not be my last visit by any stretch of the imagination. But you know, I'm not a rock climber, but it was, what was perhaps the most amazing thing to me is the amount of timber, the amount of ready to light and create substantial fire, wood and everything that lays on the floor. And I was only in a small area. But specifically, when you take a look at the Sequoia Grove area, there is absolutely no reason that shouldn't be as clean as could be, that they should have that so that it would be, you know, not, you know, nothing's impossible, but pretty darn near impossible for that thing to burn down again. And it's not. They had 2 guys that were out there that were starting to take some logs, but it's going to take a ginormous effort out there in order to really clean that up. But what a cool park that is by far. We were out there a week ago. Today I was out there, and then yesterday, as well as just for a little bit for tomorrow as well, and which was not enough time, but we had some other things that we also needed to tend to. So you're welcome on SMR, and no, I did not scale Half Dome, but what a cool place out there. Right, so really cool. Let me get to the next request out here. Let me see what came in. It was Steve. If you're looking for more, how about DBVT? So let's go pull up DBVT, because I am looking for more requests out there. Well, check my phone, just make sure nothing else came in here. I don't see anything at this moment in time. So DBVT, it has a TD9, daily TD9 count top with price trading below profile support. Even though it's gapped up this morning, it's still dealing with resistance, which is at the 954 level. We're at 952. If price can get back inside his profile, that means today and tomorrow, then we ought to see a run towards a 1034 level. If it does not get back inside his profile, it offers caution, because price did on Friday and Thursday of last week close below $9. $9 was a TD9 count breakdown resistance level. Now, that's that side of it. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, the weekly time frame chart last week confirmed a sell the D point top. But price also basically pulled back and tested and rejected that oscillator and change line at about the 813 level. And we've got that nice little gap to the upside out here. And price is trading with inside its profile. So if, in fact, price can close back inside the daily profile, again, that requires 2 consecutive closes above 954, then price could be making a run not just for 1034, but perhaps 1062 and 1067 out there. The monthly chart for DBVT looks very bullish. Price is above profile resistance, and it closed last month above its TD9 count breakdown resistance level. Longer term, DBVT wants to rally. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to our next request. It's coming in from Dude inside the Tiger's Den. Would like to take a look at ticker symbol LTBR. LTBR trading at $16.12. You have got an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside on Friday. Price closed above the B point that had volume of, give me a second here, had volume of 1.4 million shares. You passed it with 19 million shares. So strong A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. Your resistance level, you need to see price power through, is going to be the weekly time frame of February 14th. And that had volume of 23 million shares. Now, we closed inside it last week with 23 million shares as well. So even though we had nice daily volume, weekly was about the same. So if price is able to close above that high being 1690, and that's likely its target, then you should rally further. You've got a monthly chart that has a TD9 count top, that same February TD9 count swing point up at the 1690 level, 72 million shares. The month of February. This month we are with 37 million shares. So price for LTBR, beautiful daily A to B equals CD pattern, but it's going to deal with that resistance level again that we've got at 1690. Both on the weekly and the monthly time frame. We may even have a top on the daily time frame out there. We do, and that was a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. So on a daily time frame, price is trading into a swing point that's got about 4.9 million shares. Again, on Friday we did 19.6. That increased the idea that price should at least test that top and that high out there again, 1690. So I believe 1690 is where it's headed to, but it's doing with lighter volume. So be careful for that, dude. Alton writes in, would like to take a ticker symbol SOFI out here. So let's go take a look at what its charts are communicating to you and I. SOFI right now is trading out at about $13.34. It is simply trading with inside its daily profile that has support at 1267, resistance at 1455, a close above the center of its profile out here, the center being 1338, ought to get us to 1455. It's got a TD9 count bottom for the weekly time frame with price traded inside its bullish structured profile. Whoops, shoot, didn't mean to do that. Price ought to make a run. There you go. Price ought to be able to make a run for the top of that profile, which it did 2 weeks ago at the 1523 level. So in order for that to take place now, you need to see price trade above 1359. Its green oscillator and change line. This is telling us it's lost its momentum. On a monthly time frame, price rallied right up into TD9 count breakdown resistance a couple of months back at 1647, found resistance. Now it's found support. Found support at the top of its profile, 973, and its oscillator and change line at 1196 out there. So the weekly time frame chart remains bullish. The monthly time frame chart remains bullish with a battle that's got to deal with that 1647 out there. Weekly time frame chart, Rhodes momentum indicator top, price consolidating inside its profile. The same is going on the daily time frame, consolidation with inside the daily profile. You'd like to add? If you're going to add, I would say you're looking at 1267-ish. If price were to close below that, between 1148 and 1210. So that's what we see. Ultim, we take a look at SoFi. Hope that helps you out. Dude wanted to take a look at WKEY. So let's pull that chart up on our screen out here. And WKEY is trading right now at 715, but it's going to form a TD9 count top today. It'll complete that pattern tomorrow out there. So the daily time frame is suggesting that price should begin to pull back towards its oscillator and change line, and that's at the price point of about 615. That number is going to change as price moves up and down. On a weekly time frame, you have a profile change in trend. That's suggesting that it wants to rally. At first, it's going to need to let its daily time frame do its deed out here and pull back. And then if a support holds, which right now will be $6.15 on the daily time frame, then the weekly ought to kick back in, and we ought to see a move towards 1060. That's its price target. The monthly time frame has a price target of 1045. That's the top of its profile. It's trading inside a bullish structured profile, and it's trading above the center of that level. So it's just the daily right now for WKEY that's giving you the issues out there. Today should form a TD9 count top. Tomorrow should complete that pattern. Ron writes in and would like to take a Goldilocks. So let's go take those intraday charts out here for gold. We know on the daily time frame, it's got a daily and it's a weekly and it's got a monthly top out here. The daily time frame is back inside its profile, and that's at 3318.20. If it closes inside that today, it increased the odds and move back towards 3220.80 to 3155.80, the bullish structured zone. The 5-hour time frame chart is trading below profile support. It suggests a move to 3220. The same thing for the 4-hour time frame chart that has a Rhodes momentum indicator top, but its price target 3209. We're not getting to 3209 or 3220 until the 2-hour time frame chart closes below its breakout level at 3285.50. Now, what we have out here is we have bar number 8 that is forming. In order for bar number 8 to form on the 2-hour time frame chart, that's at 12 noon, price must close below, and it should be able to do that, 3295.80. We're at 3290.50. I said it should be able to do that, but watch that level. If price if price closes above 3295.80 as we come into the noon time frame, then the pattern goes away. But that still says you've got to close below, no matter what, 3285.50 to then suggest lower price. The 60-minute time frame chart negated its TD9 count bottom. Price is trading with inside profile. I don't have a bottom on a 30-minute time frame chart. Not really a bottom on the 15 or the 10-minute time frame charts out here. So we see that rallies, short-term rallies, are running into either profile or TD9 count breakdown resistance level. The key number to watch here, Ron, is going to be that 3285.50 level. And watch that 2-hour time frame chart, the TD9 count bottom pattern that could be forming. You also wanted to take, that's the June. Yeah, that's right. You also wanted to take a look at the natural gas contract. So let's put up the July contract here for natural gas. That's what we're rolling into. Let's go take a look at it, see what it is trading at. Right now, it continues to find resistance out here at the bottom of that daily profile. So closed below that nearly a week and a half ago, it being $3.82. So that's resistance. Support happens to be its oscillator and change line, and that is currently at about $3.68 out here. So 382 resistance, 368 support. I have no idea which of these two are going to win. Whichever one wins, either price closes above 380 3.821 or below 3.684. That's the direction that price should then continue to move in. 5-hour time frame chart not provides us with a ton of information, nor the 4-hour, nor the 2-hour. No topping or bottoming patterns out there. The 15-minute chart is the one that's got a TD9 count top. It formed that pattern at 9:15 this morning, took price right back to its breakout level at 36.51. So for that time frame, that's a bullish signal. Price held support, and now price should rally up towards 376. That is the top of its profile. So what I can say here for you, Ron, is a price on a 10-minute basis closed above $3.77, 3.771 to be exact out there. Then that should lead to a further rally that's coming from your 15-minute time frame chart out there. So that covers natural gas, that covers Goldilocks, and I guess that leaves us with the next request, which we'll take later when we come back to this break, which is for ticker symbol LAES. That's for Dude inside the Tiger's Den. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. This is a picture of my favorite golf hole out at Monterey Peninsula Country Club. It's number 14. Reminds me a lot of number 2 at Mauna Kea. Oh, did you see the volcano, Kilauea? Man, is that beautiful with regard to what that is doing out there. But here, you're actually playing, so we play the back tees, and so that back tee is in this lower left column over here where my cursor's at. It's about a 190-yard shot. We were playing it into the wind, and the wind was also drifting to the right, and we had a gigantic crowd. This is a long 17-mile drive, so as you can imagine, a lot of people stopped there, and they thought we were playing this set of tee box here, because that's what you look at. They saw us walking all the way to the back. They also ran to the back there, and I mean, we had like 50 people were out there watching us hit those tee shots. All 4 of us were able to, 3 of us hit the green, 2 of us hit the green, 1 in the bunker on the left, 1 just short of the green, which was pretty nice. A hole to play out there. Anyways, we're going to finish the show. Take a look at ticker symbol LAES out here. LAES right now is just trading on a daily basis with inside its profile. That profile's got support in a buy zone between 313 and 353. Resists up at 434. So I don't see a top there. Just simply a consolidation with inside its profile. I see the same thing on a weekly time frame. Profile supported at $142. Resists at 461. And on a monthly time frame, we also have a consolidation. Now, the difference here on the monthly basis is price if it can close above on Friday. If it can close above the center of its profile, and that number's at 350, it's telling you that over time wants to make a run to 993. But right now, you just got a consolidation with inside the daily, the weekly, and the monthly profile out there. So great to be back with you. I'll look forward to getting just a little bit more sleep. If we take a quick peek here at, what can I put up here? Shoot. I don't have it up. Oh, let's take a look at New York Stock Exchange. The advanced client oscillator is just trying to get back above the 0 threshold level. If it closes back below that, we're likely to see a pullback that begins tomorrow. Folks, stay tuned for all the great programming. Great to be back with you. I'll see you tomorrow on Wonderful Wednesday. Have a terrific Tuesday. Take care and be safe out there.